When I arrive, I need to sign in and report for duty. Then I enter the docent room to put the uniform on and test the microphone. Hello, I'm Mr. Zhang. I'll be your guide for next half hour. Let's go.
Jeff Chung is a volunteer guide or docent at the Science Museum. Today's task is to lead a group of primary students around the Strange Matter exhibition that allows visitors to delve into the science behind everyday materials through interactive exhibits.
The kids are excited to see new and interesting things. When possible, I let them explore and play with the exhibits, so they can feel the different textures of various materials.
The 70-year-old retiree has been working as a docent at the Science Museum for more than a decade. He used to work in the telecommunications field, translating Morse code messages for sea captains.
My interest lies in the telecommunications gallery. It features the development of telecommunications technology, including Morse code and radio transmission. Sometimes I meet visitors who are interested in code, so I share my experience with them. As docents, we must be familiar with all the exhibits in all the exhibition halls. We are constantly learning on the job and updating our working knowledge.
Docents not only give tours, they also carry out demonstrations in the museum's laboratory. They conduct fun experiments for the HK SciFest workshop.
I'm happy interacting with students. They have a good concentration span. I ask them questions to build their knowledge and hope they come away from the lab having learned something.
The Science Museum began recruiting docents in 1992, a year after it opened. Since then, it has hired almost 600 volunteers. There are currently 163 of them working at the museum. They all come from different backgrounds, but the one common thread is a love of science.
I'm a full-time housewife. I like bringing my 3 children to the Science Museum. And I'm also interested in the subject. That's why I chose to become a docent here.
I was one of the first docents to be recruited. I've been here for more than 20 years. I'm an engineer, so I work with machines all day. But here, I get to interact with people from all walks of life, and that is what makes me want to stay.
The basic requirement for docent applicants is that they must be over 18 years old and be high school graduates in a minimum of 2 science subjects. They must also be fluent in Chinese and English. The volunteers are assessed before being allowed to give tours.
Every time a new exhibition is about to be unveiled, we are the first group of people to see it. We are trained for that expo before we are able to give tours on them.
They are now cooking up a new program for HK SciFest called Science Kitchen, which is geared towards seniors.
I believe in active aging. So to achieve this, a person must continue learning new things. It is inevitable that our memories will weaken as we get older. But I think working as a docent helps keep mind active. I learn a lot from this job and I love it.